Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Welcome to another episode of the Diamine Inkvent calendar. I have just realized I haven't done the panel yet. I've been doing laundry all morning. And laundry went up. Oh my god, and now I'm so broke. Okay, today is day 19. We have Cinnabun. Oh, it is a scented ink. Vaguely smells of cinnamon. Nice, very nice. I'm so hungry. Okay, I need to eat something. Oh, I almost had a panic attack right then and there. Ooh. I thought I was going to spill my ink because the cap was open a little bit. Oh, I thought I was going to have one. Oh, Jesus. That gave me a rush.
This is a reminder. 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Where is my super suit? Okay, here we go. This is a nice, light, goldeny brown. This will be our third brownish ink. Okay. Oops. What in the... I need to wash my hands. I need to move this out of the way. I am exhausted. I have been doing laundry all day since like 7 o'clock this morning. exhausted and I need to eat something. There should be pizza downstairs. I hope there's pizza downstairs because we had pizza yesterday. Unless somebody ate it all. I only have a little bit of this toilet roll left. I think I should have enough for the rest of this year. And I'm gonna be moving to a different type of system. So we will talk about that then. And of course I made a freaking mess. Damn it. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo, violet, fine. Black, fine. But I do not want to have brown ink on my hands. Hi, Gristle, long time no see. How you been? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Before I have a GDSOB moment. If you don't know what a GDSOB moment is, you probably don't need to know. Yes, it does very look reminiscent of ochre. It also kind of looks a little bit like Espiary brown, which is another nice warm brown. Kind of looks like burnt or raw sienna, burnt, whichever the lighter one of the two is. Oh, I just threw that in the fucking bin, didn't I? Goodness, there wasn't anything in there. Clean bin. Okay, hopefully I won't have to open that up again. It's already driving me crazy. I don't want to say I hate, but I do not like brown inks. One, because if they get on my skin, it looks like another in particular substance. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but I was a gastroenterologist for 16 years. And if you know anything about gastroenterology, you know that people are full of poop. If I would have known that going in, I wouldn't have, I may have changed specialties. Okay, now that I'm done having a BF, hi Abs, how are you doing today? Anybody else get the Diamine Inkvent calendar? It definitely smells like cinnamon. It's very reminiscent of cinnamon. Better than last year's scented inks. Let's see, what was the first one? The first one was kind of smelled like Vicks cough drops. Oh god, oh jeez. I put it in my Moon Man because it fits the color good. Nope, but maybe one day when I have the funds. Very good. Alright then. Alright, let's take a look. This is what it looks like on 52 GSM Tomoe River in the Hobonichi. And here is what our calendar is looking like so far. Very nice, very nice. Dang it. Here is our comparison panel. It's nice, I like it. Here's our toilet paper chromatography. I see brown. I see a little bit of orange. I see some green coming out around the edges. Interesting. Here is our ink painting of the day. Alright, let's see. Let's see, water resistance test shows it does have a little bit of water resistance, although I might not put this on the outside of an envelope for fear it may wash away. Alright, I've already done the paper review, so let's take a look at some paper. Hi Vermilion Tea, how are you doing today? Doing well. I'm glad. Alright. This is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. I want to get this in frame and zoom in a little bit. Hello, Eris. How are you doing today? Ooh, there's just a little bit of wiggle. Ooh, a little bit of ghost, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. I have a feeling that anything with shimmer and or scent is gonna be a bleeder. Although this is lightweight traveler's notebook paper, a little bit of shading, a little bit of heavy ghosting. Hi, Wumble Bumblebee. How are you doing today? Uh-oh. Did I only do it on that first paper? I, forgot these 3 papers. How did that even happen? I have no idea how that even happened. Alright, this is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. A little trouble grabbing the page, and it did bleed to the page. Relatively fast drying ink. Alright, this is Moleskin 70 GSM. I can't see. Where's my lights? There we go. Alright. This one is Feather Like a Chicken. Blade to the page. Field Notes Journal. A little bit of wiggle. Bleeding and ghosting. Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. A little bit of feathering, bleeding and ghosting. A Yush 100 GSM paper. Shading, no bleeding, no ghosting. Leuchtturm 1917 dot grid. Shading. A little bit of shading, a little bit of wiggle, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Midori MD paper, 80 GSM, shading, no bleeding, no ghosting. A little bit of ghosting. 52 GSM Tomoe River, shading, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Cosmo Airlight 75 GSM, a little bit of shading, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Office Depot, Office Max, a little bit of shading, a little bit of wiggle, blend to the page. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree, a little bit of shading, a little bit of wiggle, tiny bit of bleed through, a little bit of ghosting. Excuse me for just a second. Itchy. Handles Company. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Do you have an angled desk? No. This is Nemesine. A little bit of shading, a little bit of wiggle, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Hi Adam, how are you doing today? Happy holidays. This is pretty aggressive, especially for a Diamine ink. Yeah, I don't know. They've all been pretty crap. I'm like, what is up with you, Diamine? Like, this is some of the best paper. Like, what the hell? A little bit of shading, bleeding, and ghosting. I mean, this is Nemesis. This is the previous month. Couple of them bled through, but also this month a couple of them have bled through. So, I mean, Merry Christmas to you too. Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Look at this, Clairefontaine. You can definitely see the smelly ones and the shimmery ones. Most of them are shimmering. There's one that's not shimmering. You can tell the non-shimmering ones. These two first ones I don't believe are shimmery. Yes, feather like a chicken, exactly. This one is CVS Caliber Soft Journal. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is too bad. Not good. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. This stuff used to be the best, but now it's just crap. Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. I mean, look at this. Every single one of them have bled through. I don't know what happened to Exceed, but they went downhill real fast. Pissed me off. $10 for a book. Crap. And then we have things like Archer and Olive, which are like $35 for a book of 160 GSM paper. Beautiful. No feathering. Don't notice on Glacier where I blooped out onto the page. No feathering. No bleeding, except where it blooped out onto the page. And only a tiny hint of ghosting. That was a couple days ago. This one, this is where today's would be, and I can't see any bleeding or ghosting. Maybe just a tiniest hit. But $35 freaking dollars? Are you kidding me? Ugh. I would sooner get 2 reams of, this is CVS Caliber college ruled filler paper from CVS Pharmacy. I get 2 reams for $8 and a bit cents. And these are 150 sheets for like $2 and a bit a piece. Maybe $3 and a bit a piece. And it's excellent paper. It also comes in composition books, and the composition books are excellent too. Makes me so mad. Alright, Up and Up. Wide Ruled Composition Book from Target.com. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Again, another one. Crap paper. Like the previous month, lots of ghosting. Only a couple bled through. But this month, you can tell where the shimmering and the shading ones. Like these are the only 3 that haven't bled through completely. True Red Composition Book from Staples.com. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering. Bled right through the page. Just... This is the previous month, and it's pretty bad. So... Ugh. Apica, 81.4 GSM. Even this one, some of the best paper out there. Feather like a chicken. bleeding and ghosting through the page. Like, you can definitely see where it's bled through, but like this Merry and Bright, had no good reason it had no good reason to bleed through. And then today's is scented ink, and you would have thought that Sweet Dreams would have come through too, because it's also a scented ink. But no, and then you would have thought that most of the shimmers would have come through, but hardly any of them did. It just makes no sense. Sometimes they're just really subjective to what kind of inks you put on them. This is that Pelican tablet that they gave us at the Pelican Hub. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering. And then right here, just a tiny bit of bleed through, barely any ghosting. So if you go to a pen club and you see one of those little tablets, pick one up. Alright, this is the Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomoe River. Look at how beautiful and crisp those lines are. And the shading, it's amazing. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing today? And then here we go with just a little tiniest hint of ghosting. You could tell where Sweet Dreams tried to bleed through. And this one's trying to bleed through too. Yay! I know. Hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. This is Sanzan Tomoe River. Even this Tomoe River. Look at how badly it's feathered. Oh my god, it's just awful. And there's ghosting. Like, I just don't understand. It's ridiculous. It's very upsetting for me. U-style notebook paper. Shading, feather like a chicken, bled to the page. CVS, here is the good CVS caliber notebook paper. Even it struggles. Look at those little feathers. Shading, feathering, but there's barely any ghosting. If you put it down on a dark piece of dark matte, you would never even know. Pretty good stuff. I would totally use backside of that paper. Oxford. This is another one that's excellent paper. Look at them nice, clean, crisp lines. Shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. Five-star notebook paper. This is from Mead. Look at how badly it feathers. All of these feather. Every single one of them. And they also all bleed through the page. They're just... Except barely. This one, I don't even know. A Velvet Emerald barely bled through the page, which was great. And whatever this one is. Walnut. Everything else bled through the page. This is probably of the cheaper of the paper. This is Pen and Gear Heavyweight Notebook Paper from Walmart.com. Nice, clean, crisp lines all the way down. Little tiny bit of feathering right there. No bleeding, no ghosting. Not even a hint of ghosting on any of these. Super cheap, nice paper. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Again, a little bit of shading, a little bit of wiggle, a little bit of bleeding. No, there's a little bit of ghosting right there. You can see Marion Bright. You can see whatever that is. Oh. Yes, the Pen and Gear paper is definitely a favorite, right? And it's like $1.90, maybe $2 and a bit cents. For the only problem that I have with the Pen and Gear, that heavyweight notebook paper, is that it comes in a spiral bound. If it came in like a composition book size, I'd buy like 100 of them. I'd throw away my Tomoe River because you can see through the Tomoe River, but that stuff you can't see through. This is Aqua B cross-section pad. Look at that feathering. Nice shading though. Bled through the page. This just they all bleed through the page. It's too bad. This is the J&B copper plate graph pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. Again, a little bit gentle shading. I love how some of these have the most gentle shading. Shading, for those of you who don't know, as when the tops of the letters are light and the bottoms of the letters are dark. But if there's like a nice gentle shade, like a sunset shade, and there's no harsh lines, that's like the really good stuff. Beautiful. A little bit of wiggle, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting, but this is very in particular paper. You wouldn't be really using the back side of the paper. Maybe if you're using pencil notes. Rodin dot pad. This is another really good one. Barely any feathering, beautiful shading. Hardly any of these other ones have feathered or anything like that, and none of these have bled through. Except for whatever that is. Blizzard. Blizzard bled through just a little bit. And this one's kind of ghosting. But if you put it down on a blue background, you would never know. And last but not least, this is original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, bleeding and ghosting. Dang it. So, in the new year, I'm going to be doing away with the feathering and the bleeding and the ghosting papers. Putting it right out there right now. If anybody has paper that they want me to review and it does not pass a test, I will not be reviewing it anymore. It will get torn out and sent to one of these places that take used paper. Because I ain't got time for that no more. Homie, don't play that game. How many people know that line? Then you know what I'm talking about. I am done playing with these people who make inferior paper and they just don't want to cooperate. Make better paper. It's not like we're asking for $1 million, just paper that we can use to write on. That's all. Alright, let's take a look at some comparison panel. I'm going to do some browns, and then I might even actually dip into some orange inks because it does kind of have reminiscence of orange. So I'm going to go through these. This is last year's Smell Like Coffee. Oh no, wait, that's something else. Never mind, don't notice. This one's kind of close. This is ochre, but this is nowhere near ochre. I'm thinking more honey. See, KWZ honey is slightly darker. Noodler's golden brown is lighter. Burley wood is more yellowish green. Diatramentus document urban sienna is kind of close. This is the SBRA brown. It's warmer than it's like more yellower than SBRA brown. Diamine golden brown is kind of close. This is brandy snap, which is more oranger. Diamine sepia is kind of close. Graf von Faber-Castell cognac brown is kind of close. This is last year's Pick Me Up, which is nowhere near this brown. Winter Spice, I think, was another one that was from last year's Diamine Inkvent calendar or the year before. This is the burnt sienna I was talking about. I thought that it might be close to. This one's more brown. That's it for the browns. Let's take a look at some. Takes a lot of time and effort to build up the library of brown inks for comparison. Yes, it does. Having well over 1,000 inks. Let me tell you. Alright, Pure Pens Pending Sands is kind of like that color in the swatch. I thought it also might. Jacques Herbin, Cornaline de Egypt, Monarch is, Kyung-hee, no. Okay, now we're into the weeds. No, I don't think any of these are going to be. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Platinum Earth Brown is kind of leaning that way a little bit. And Robert Esther NG Special is nowhere near this. So, I'm going to need a bigger box. I keep saying that every day, don't I? But, I mean, like, look at how full this box is. I can't even wiggle it anymore with them having barely any room. I have maybe 5 or 10 more reviews left. Thank goodness there's only 6 more days left until the end of the Diamine Inkvent calendar. And then I can look into a new box. Oh no. Okay. Well, a couple of announcements. I will be doing a calligraphy Twitch stream on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be doing calligraphy and paper chains. If you followed my tutorial last week, you will know that we did beautiful, we made snowflakes, paper snowflakes. Not just the little circular paper, no. We went all out. We made proper paper snowflakes. If I can find the picture, that would be nice. What did I do with it? Photos, maybe? There it is. So we made these beautiful paper snowflakes on the Twitch stream. If you were not there and you want to go back and watch it, you can do that at twitch.com/Miss Marilyn Darling. twitch.tv/Miss Marilyn Darling. And there you can see the entire tutorial of how to make paper snowflakes. And all you need is 6 pieces of square paper, some scissors, some tape, and a stapler. Pretty easy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that I have to talk to you about is that the formulation of the ink reviews will be very short after the new year, because I am getting rid of some of the papers because they're just inferior. And I think that I will talk about a little bit more about that later. We're going to be having some new things happening. That's all I have for right now. I want to thank you all for watching. If you have not done so already, please go check out my new website, join our calligraphy class and the Discord, and save 10% off on your next order to Pan Boutique. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell, make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Have a great night. Okay, love you. Bye.